Hello, lovely mommies. Good day to everyone. I want to welcome you all for taking the first step towards your childbirth with no pain, with no vaginal tear or episiotomy. The truth is, painful delivery is not an achievement, and we deserve to know better as a woman. And that is why this training is what every woman should get. Episiotomy, vaginal tear should not be desired by any woman, especially because of the numerous side effects associated with it. Many women face unfortunate situations during childbirth and delivery processes because they didn't have the right education towards their delivery processes. They just got pregnant, probably unprepared, and they find themselves like, wow, I'm pregnant, I've missed my period now, I'm pregnant, what next, delivery time. There are things we need to know as a woman, and there are important things we need to know. I am Mrs. Eluyemi Yanwa, your glory. I'm a mother of a daughter, and during my research as a mother, I came about this wonderful resource. She's a nurse, and in her first pregnancy, she had a third-degree episiotomy, which left her with a lot of pain for over 6 months, close to a year. And because of that, she also, despite the fact that she was a nurse, she was surprised that how could she, as a nurse, still go through such. It showed her that she wasn't well prepared for what could happen during childbirth and delivery processes. And because of that, she also went ahead to research and look for what are the possible things to do as a woman to avert this unfortunate situation and to help other women that might probably have faced the situation. And with this guide, the truth is, the beautiful thing is, was that she was able to give birth to a second baby with ease and with no tear, even when the baby outweighed the first baby. And she has also been able to help over 300 women in overcoming this challenge. So I want to welcome you. I want to invite you to listen to this short video that tells us more about what are the things we need to do as a woman to get rid of vaginal tear or episiotomy. Welcome. All right, birth without injury. How to give birth naturally without episiotomy or vaginal tear. She's revealing the two most important things you must do back home and other two to do at your next and last visit to the hospital, and you will be sure to push out your baby easily without cut, tear, or episiotomy. Let's listen to the video and let's see. The truth is, not less than 58,000 Nigerian pregnant women lose their lives yearly to childbirth and pregnancy-related causes. And this is one of the reasons why, as a woman in Nigeria, why we need to adequately prepare for what the challenge could be. So that when we are prepared, we are sure that we are not going to be part of those stories of people that are not prepared during delivery processes. All right, let's listen to this short video. Let's listen to this short video and hear by ourselves.
And I just pray I return. Are you pregnant, about to conceive, or of childbearing age? Then you need to know this important fact. Chances are quite high that a woman will have a tear or get an episiotomy, whether or not it's her first childbirth and whether or not she has had it previously. A lady commented on one of my posts not too long ago and said, they have succeeded in giving me episiotomy 2 consecutive times in my 2 childbirths. I just pray I return my pride and confidence as a woman and wife. To this lady, the nurses and midwives are to be blamed for her situation. Thus she wrote, they have succeeded in giving me episiotomy 2 consecutive times. The truth is, if you don't know and do your part well to prepare, you may still get injuries, though the nurses and the midwives should try their best. Another lady still wrote this one that aches my heart each time I remember it. I'm a victim of childbirth injury, already suffering from pain of episiotomy. I can't even sit it properly and pus is coming out from there. In this second case, it is either the area the lady was giving the episiotomy wasn't sutured well or that she didn't manage it well to heal. Her condition could worsen to a point of anal or bowel incontinence where she may no longer control her bowel flow. Another lady still wrote, after the tear I got during childbirth, I discovered I pollute the air or gas uncontrollably. What do I do and how can I avoid it next time? All of the above show the reality that women face at childbirth, and it's worse in Nigeria, basically for three reasons. 1. Shortage of workers. With a few hands on ground and a long queue of pregnant women waiting to be attended to, the available nurses and midwives have to do whatever is convenient to still meet up. Thus, giving you an episiotomy with a sharp blade will be an easier option for them while you bear the damages. Sometimes the only staff on ground is the one that lacks experience as to what exactly needs to be done. Isn't that enough reason you should try to know what to expect so you can tell when they are playing games with your life and stop them? Of course, a major reason for shortage of workers is that the hospital wants to pay few workers to possibly still make more profits. That's for private-owned facilities. Then for government hospitals, it is mostly that the staff are not often at their duty posts. 2. Lack of space facility. In most maternity centers where space is lacking, the nurses and midwives are also left with no better option than that which saves time and space, so they can quickly discharge you to attend to others. As a result, they don't exercise the patient to see you deliver naturally and safely. And even after giving the episiotomy, most of the times, there are no materials readily on ground to repair the wound. Worse also is that the right person to do the suturing may not even be available. That exposes the woman to more danger of infection and other complications. 3. Lack of equipment. This is another big issue. Either that the equipment is not available or that the available one is not functional. Why on earth will a hospital know they aren't ready, yet they are admitting patients to waste 2 lives as a mother and child? Isn't that a death trap? I was reading an article the other time on the website of the Nigerian Health Watch, and it was about a man that the wife gave birth with injuries, and the hospital didn't have the common drug to control the bleeding. By the time the man returned from where he went to check for the drug, the wife had passed on. The worst part was that the man left the matter to go like that because he felt that even if he should take a legal action, it would still be both waste of time and resources. But he could have tried. So it shouldn't be a surprise why Nigeria is among the top 4 countries with the highest maternal deaths, estimated at 58,000 yearly and about 150 daily. These are women dying only from childbirth cases. Most people working in the hospitals have seen a number of people die that the thought of the next person dying doesn't move them at all. I will never forget in my first pregnancy back in 2016 how my husband warned me never to use any drug they will give me at antenatal until he has seen it and confirmed that it was okay. He's a manager in a pharmacy company, so I believed he knew what he was talking about. Then one Tuesday, I went for antenatal and they gave me one anti-malaria medication. I quickly called my husband if I should go ahead and take it since he wasn't going to return home early, but insisted I don't. Finally, he returned and looked at the drug and was like, this batch of the drug has already expired since 2014. This is now 2016 and the expiration date on the drug is 2019. You can imagine. I didn't even believe until he brought it out from the pack and it was clear that they had cut off the part they wrote the expiration date on the sachet. The next morning, he went to his office and got the current batch of the drug that hasn't expired and showed me. Then by Thursday that same week, he went with me to the hospital to confront them. And trust my husband, he first came in calmly as though he was making inquiry, but he was recording the moment. When everything was now obvious, they started begging, saying it was the guy that supplied them the drug that played that fast one on them. It's just that I begged him to forgo, otherwise the hospital would have faced being shut down. But what touched me most was a woman we met at the entrance of the hospital who was already leaving, and since she had the hospital bag, I approached her to see if they gave her that same expired drug, and right there was the same expired drug in her bag. I finished telling her why we came, and she ignored us and left with the drug. I wonder what she was thinking. Except God had intervened, the life of that woman or her child or both would have been endangered. Likewise, many others who got the expired drug before we came to stop the hospital from giving it out. So we are not just talking about lacking the necessary drugs or apparatus, but how sound such are if available. You now see why most of your leaders will travel out to get their health needs. You may not have such money and privilege to do like them, but there is something you can comfortably do that works perfectly. It's indeed a thing of joy if you are pregnant and should be celebrated, but the celebration will not be complete if anything should go wrong at the later part of childbirth. It is vital for each upcoming mom to be ready and take charge from the early stage of pregnancy. If that isn't done, it could end up in trying to choose between the mother's life and that of the baby, either the mother dying or the baby dying. Why should that be the case when the mother and the baby could have lived? There's actually a war, but you can win. Knowing what the battle entails is already halfway the victory, as that will help you get better prepared. Everybody agrees that the greatest job a woman has with pregnancy is not about getting pregnant, it is about giving birth. That's why it gives the most concern when that time starts approaching. I have found that it's very natural to be afraid of a definite task ahead when you know you aren't prepared or prepared enough for the task. You will hear people say that the worst pain for any woman to go through is childbirth. That is very true, and the reason is simply that many don't prepare for it. So there is every reason to have tocophobia, the fear associated with childbirth. But childbirth can be easy. Isn't it reasonable to think that if there are people who have had it easy with childbirth, then others can learn their secrets so they can enjoy the same? So the question now is, how do one find out their secrets? That is what we are here to learn. When you know the exact thing to do, you will prepare better without wasting time and effort in trial and error. And the better you prepare for childbirth, the more your confidence grows as your EDD approaches. Remember, we are talking about important facts you need to know. And the first I mentioned is that chances are quite high that a woman will have a tear or get an episiotomy, whether or not it's her first childbirth and whether or not she has had it previously. I also told you that over 50,000 pregnant women in Nigeria lose their lives yearly to childbirth complications, making the country one of the most dangerous places in the world to give birth. In fact, I'll be surprised if you haven't heard of anybody you know that has been a victim. So here is a summary of the report by UNICEF and World Bank. It reviewed that in 2015 alone, 58,000 Nigerian women lost their lives to childbirth and pregnancy-related causes. To clear any doubts, here is the breakdown. Every single day, Nigeria loses about 145 women of childbearing age, making her the second largest contributor to the maternal mortality rate in the world, according to UNICEF. Try multiplying 145 by 365 days in a year, and you will get 52,925. So 58,000 dying that year would have been possible as stated. And note that 50,000 plus are only those who died. We have not even added the greater number of them who sustained injuries that could have been avoided. Another fact is that most of these injuries at childbirth are mostly unnecessary and preventable. Of course, it is a fact that some of the complications following the injuries are medically incurable. So we can't even say here that prevention is better than cure, as there are no known medical cure. Only God can intervene. I had a first-hand experience of childbirth trauma during my first childbirth that lasted for almost a year after. It is only better imagined. The fact that I am a nurse and still face this was not funny at all. So what we are talking about doesn't respect certificates. I had a third-degree episiotomy cut, and for months I was in pains. It was so painful urinating, let alone talking or making love with my husband. It was that bad. It was one of those days my husband saw me in pains that he started asking if this is what every woman had faced or would have to face. What was in my mind was finding relief myself, but my husband was looking beyond my pains to other women having to face the same issue. That is where the journey of creating this guy started. Research upon research reviewed there was was no cure to the challenge. That was how we started researching if there was any way to prevent the problem. The only thing we found people were doing at the time in a bid to preventing the problem was to engage in perineal massage. But unfortunately, many still get injuries at childbirth after doing perineal massage. So it was obvious that perineal massage wasn't just the solution. More was lacking. All that perineal massage tries to do is to help widen the pelvic so that the baby can have easy passage. But just that was never enough. So we went into research. After about a year and few months, we came up with a solution that has helped over 500 pregnant mothers to enjoy childbirth without such life, marriage-threatening injuries. Look at some of the feedbacks. I cannot thank you enough. I am a first-time mom using this approach, and I had no stitches. Had the shortest second stage possible. I can recommend this over and again. I think every woman should be using the same. Thank you so much. It's Angelita, blogger mom. Another one here is, it ended up being my best investment in the pregnancy. It helped me a lot to prepare mentally and physically. I had an extremely short second stage of labor that lasted for like 5 minutes. No injuries, and I walked away on my own. Highly recommended. That's Mrs. Mia. Definitely the best investment during pregnancy. It helps physically but also mentally to prepare for a birth. I had a very positive experience and ended up with only 2 minor tears with absolutely undamaged perineum. The minor tears were just because I didn't control my baby weight, which was 4.4 kg at birth. There's another mom here, Manwa. Then we have other testimonies here. Amaka from Enugu. The points are well detailed and practicable. I recommend it for all women. Eno from Cross River. I wish I knew this earlier. Ignorance na bondage. I recommend you get this. Linda from Jos. Wow, I couldn't have figured this out on my own, even made it realistic. I highly recommend this. Rejoice from Ondo. Amazing points, fantastically presented with practical steps, super easy. Recommended. Aisha from Abuja. I feel confident now. I'm pretty sure what to do and how. I recommend it for all. Susan from Edo. Me that don't like reading. Finished the 2 models in less than 2 hours. Both insightful and helpful. Recommended. Matilda from Lagos. What you don't know, you don't know. That's how I feel now. A good material to always recommend. If you were thinking that it was easy getting the first set of people to try out if this was, then I can tell you that it was far from that. Even when it was being offered for almost free. When we first launched the solution officially back in 2019, after I had my second baby, most people we reached out to didn't believe that it is possible for a woman to give birth without sustaining such serious injuries. But 2 questions we normally asked were, 1, if something is possible for one person, will it be possible for another? And the popular answer we'll get is, of course, yes. If the other person can be taught how and will commit to the same process under the same condition, then the next question will be, are there women who have had childbirth naturally without issues? And they will always say yes. Yes, but just few. And I love this second answer more because my vision is for many, not just a few, to start enjoying the possibilities. Let's quickly look at more facts to the issue. 1. Whether your baby is 3.5 or 1.5 in Nigeria, you are not totally free from getting an episiotomy. 2. Whether it's your first time or 5th experience with childbirth, the possibility of getting vaginal injury still remains. Fact 3. Doing recommended pregnancy exercises alone will not exempt you from suffering vaginal injuries at childbirth. Fact 4. Choosing a highly rated hospital doesn't guarantee you will have it easy with childbirth if you don't master how to engage yourself in the areas we have carefully highlighted in this course. Fact 5. Bleeding is the highest cause of maternal death, and tearing or episiotomy is a major cause of bleeding at childbirth. Fact 6. Healthcare providers seem to care less about what happens to you since they can blame it on anything and go unpunished. Fact 7. Though prevention is said to be better than cure, some complications that come with childbirth have no known medical cure. Thus, their prevention is the only right thing to do, or one should get ready to face the consequences. You are about to discover 100% natural technique to practice from the comfort of your home, and being a combined approach makes it super effective than any other approach approach ever known. Are you ready for this? The lesson starts by enlightening you on adequate pregnancy diet to improve the health of your unborn child while keeping the weight in check, and how you can achieve this diet plan with your local meals. You will get to understand your body equation in relation with your partner to be better informed as to what is expected of your type. Then you will learn how to select the best healthcare provider and what to do next to secure their maximum support that you need. Next are the recommended tips and tricks and how to go about them and be able to measure progress to possibly tell for sure that you are on the right track. Finally, you will learn to combine the points above to meet the two most important requirements at the hospital for injury-free vaginal delivery to be possible. Testimonies from experts. Currently, almost 90% of my clients use these special techniques. It helps them to prepare for the pressure they will experience during birth. They're able to breathe the baby out real quick. Most of them combine the new approach with perineal massage, and the results are astounding. The vast majority have no injuries. It doesn't matter if they are first moms or not. All of them praise the technique afterwards. I sincerely appreciate from Amazon. The information contained here helps tremendously. As a pregnant mom, you will know how to engage your pelvic muscles correctly, among others. The pressure during labor is very specific and requires a right combination of muscle engagements and other techniques to be effective and safe. This is where the technique helps a lot. Women are ready, confident, and in control. Or my midwife. Now, doing these 4 simple things will eliminate every chance of childbirth injuries. The possibility of an injury-free delivery lies more with you, not with your healthcare provider, even though.
All right, so we have gotten to the point. We have earned it by ourselves that it all depends on us. The possibility of having a vaginal-free, vaginal tear-free delivery all depends on you. And if you're a woman out there, and you've given birth before, you will agree with me that childbirth delivery process is no joke at all. I had my first experience as a woman with episiotomy too. Although my baby was not considered so big, but then I didn't know the right thing to do as a woman. So this guide is what I recommend for every woman, because I've also gotten my own guide. Sincerely speaking, no amount of investment is too much for you as a woman. If you understand what childbirth is, you will commit every of your resources to getting it. And interestingly, what are those things you get when you get this guide? You have an opportunity to connect with Nurse Una personally. That is awesome. That is wow. You can connect to her through her mails and she'll be willing to answer all your questions. You can also have the opportunity to join our Facebook community, where we have a lot of women come together every week with share tips about our body, about our pregnancy. We also have medical practitioner come speak to us. Last edition was on healthy eating, and we had a dietitian spoke to us about our body as a woman and what do we eat before and during pregnancy. She spoke specifically on the importance of folic acid, taking it even 3 months before pregnancy. I've started taking my own. You might want to know. All right, so sincerely speaking, you have numerous benefits. There are some other guides, other important things you need to hurry, offer, and soon. She's so interested in us as women because she's particularly interested in helping a lot of women to cross this ordeal of childbirth. She's giving it to us at a discounted price of 17,500 naira only. I called it only because childbirth, we know now. I don't want to say anything again. No. All right. So it is just 17,500, not 72. Sorry, 17,500 an investment to avert every eventuality, everything that is possible to occur during your pregnancy. This is the best gift you can gift yourself during this pregnancy, and you can be sure to push your baby out with ease and with no tear or episiotomy. We have a lot of benefits. Like I said, we have a community on Facebook. I want to encourage you all to join the community. New Babies with Ease, that's the name of the community. We have over 3,006 women on that platform already. You need to join the community and also get to benefit in our free classes. It is free to be in the community. to listen to expert talk to us and to learn a lot of things. Anyways, I want to ensure that you have gotten to the end of this video. So if you've gotten to the end of this video, just type finish and send to my DM, and I'm going to send your free gift for taking out time to listen to this class. Once again, I want to encourage you to hurry up now to get your copy. The earlier the better. There are things you need to start doing even right from the first month of pregnancy. So don't wait till anything. Don't wait till anything. Far more important than the baby clothes you want to get. Far more important than the baby loads you are planning to get. This guide is the first gift you need to give to yourself. As soon as you're preparing to get pregnant, and as soon as you've heard the news of your pregnancy, start taking the right step, especially because we are in Nigeria. I pray that all of those experiences will not be our own portion, but then failure to prepare is preparation to fail. Like I said earlier, a lot of women go into pregnancy unprepared, not because the situations couldn't be averted, but because they weren't prepared enough to understand what are the things they need to do to prevent unfortunate situations during childbirth. So the benefits are numerous. Hurry up now and get your copy at a discounted price of 17,500, after which she can decide. It's her decision. She can decide to change the price. I told you I got my copy already because I'm also preparing. We have a community of Facebook where we learn new baby with ease, right? Kindly connect to the community, follow us, and you will also. The main cost is 28,500, but then at a discounted price of 17,500. See, we have bonus one, my comprehensive notes from one of the pregnancy courses she took, which is valued at 73,000. She's giving us that for free. Another bonus is free access to pregnancy audio books of your choice from Amazon. This worth 10,000, but she's giving it to us for free. Bonus 3, and to conceive baby of your choice, boy or girl, naturally, is valued at 5,500. It's for free for us if you get this guide. 17 standing morals on building your relationship is valued at 7,600. Your security in marriage is another bonus for this. Obtaining this guide is 4,500 free of charge. Short explanatory videos that simplify the process even further for you is valued at 15,500. Bonus 7 is forget about postpartum weight loss. Helpful guides on losing our weight during after delivery is 6,500 valued. Access to our new private WhatsApp Facebook group, this is 7,500. This is a total value of 158,600. The total value of 158,600, but we are just getting this at a special offer of 17,500. 17,500. 4 benefits of enrolling today. Reason number 1, getting to enroll today means you qualify for the 7 amazing bonuses from Nurse Umna. And reason 2, you need to do it every fair as early as possible already. I told you that your confidence rises with your preparation. Reason 3, if you start today to prepare, you will stand a greater chance to prevent these injuries. And reason 4, admission into this current batch will soon end. Those who want to wait for batch 11 or subsequent ones may miss out a lot. And even if they don't, the price for the next batch will certainly be higher. We have a lot of feedback from other parents or other mommies that had it. So thank you so much for coming to the end of this video. Enroll now and get to my DM to talk about your decision. Get to my DM to get your offer. Please click any of those links and get your copy now. Thank you so much, lovely mommies. I pray for a safe delivery for all of us that are pregnant, people that are looking forward to getting pregnant. I pray that it will be easy for us. We won't have any reason to cry over our upcoming babies. We will have every cause to rejoice because we have taken the right step towards our deliveries with ease. Thank you so much. I love you all. Do have a wonderful day ahead. I'm waiting for you in my DM. I am waiting for you, especially you. Thank you. Have a wonderful day ahead. Once again, I'm Mrs. Eluyemi Yanwa, your glory. I'm the convener of New Baby with Ease, a community on Facebook where every woman come together to connect and talk about ourselves and our delivery processes, childbirth, after birth, and everything, nursing our babies. I'm a mother of a daughter, and then I'm also a proactive mom, a smart mom, planning to have my next baby easy. All right, I'm a smart mom, working smarter. Have a wonderful day ahead and do enjoy your day. Till I hear from you, keep safe.